Pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Rams. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Bucs, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Brady now to throw. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
To throw, it's Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. No return here for Calais, and this will be a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Extra point put through by Succop, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Buccaneers 14, Rams 0. Ryan Succop to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Play action, Stafford. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, But still, 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Fournette once more on second down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And Suckup will put this one right through, and that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, 1 play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Akers has got the first down and then some. Touchdown, LA! The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and start shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to.
Team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Now a throw here to his running back. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Yeah, that was a bad throw. What's going on?
Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play there on the catch and run. After one, 17-7 is our score.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Akers.
How did that shit just open up like that?
For a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time for Tampa Bay.
I would say just add that one to the total of big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Succop for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 24, Rams 14.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. No return here for Calais, and this will be a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Tyler Higbee just keeps getting better and better as a receiver and makes a nice grab there for a first down. In his 6th season now, all with the Rams, 6'6", 255. And we saw Matthew Stafford like working with T.J. Hockenson the last couple of years. He's going to love working with Tyler Higbee.
And Ndamukong Suh, recently a member of these Rams, with the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line.
And a good grab there by Cooper Kupp. Picks up a first down for the Rams. And Kupp's gone over the 90 reception mark each of the last 2 years. One of the best route runners, one of the most precise route runners in the NFL. He's really going to help his new quarterback, Matthew Stafford.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's a run with Akers on second.
Yeah, it should be opening like the fuck up.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams have got this back to a one-score game. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
On second down, here's Fournette. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out.
Oh, Gronkowski with a diving catch.
That was a hell of a throw.
Familiar sight, Rob Gronkowski making a catch for a first down. And remember, Gronk said he was done in 2019, was out of football after retiring from the Patriots. But Brady asked if he'd run it back with him in Tampa, and he answered the call. Gronk earned his 4th ring with the win in Super Bowl 55, a game in which he scored 2 touchdowns. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen, did not let him get downfield.
Throwing again on second down. Brady, he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 7 yards the pick up there.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to our EA studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Brady. Evans has it left side.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Airing this one out for Evans. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there,
that was close.
but unsuccessful.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Mike Evans, he's going to go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 47 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Brady will look to throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass, hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach, everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
No return here for Calais, and this will be a touchback.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially. but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. 120 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, it's Stafford. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee.
I start missing
He'll
tackles.
be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Stafford hooking up with Akers.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And some space here. And he takes
This motherfucker having a day.
Shy of the red zone before going out. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're
Yo, bro!
They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
To the crib,
The
man.
incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10.
Fuck.
Now Stafford. Got a man. It's Higbee complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Stafford now to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Stafford. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
Gay's kick is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league, we're
Golly, I can't kick no fucking field goals.
Blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff. They have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
No return here for Calais, and this will be a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal, the way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On second and a couple. Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake it at Stafford. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
No reason we should have gave up 24 points today.
They do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back.
He's got a man complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now it's Stafford. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Robinson here.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Off of play action. Here's Stafford.
He got me.
He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. Tyler Higbee. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
On 1st down, Brady. And a catch right side by Evans. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Brady to throw. He's got it complete to Gronkowski.
And, folks, I don't know what more you can say about Tom Brady, but I'll tell you this. On that last throw, he toppled another mark, 80,000 career passing yards. Congratulations to number 12. The career, we know how sensational it's been, and somehow it just got a little more sensational.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Brady. They bring him down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And some room to work. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play that time on the catch and run.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. They'll give Fournette another crack. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away.
12. He cooled off.
But I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think it's pretty evident we can say
Yo.
what a difference a week makes last week. He ran pretty much wild, didn't he?
Just fucking on your bitch. That's about it.
But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times. And he can't get a throw.
Uh-oh, I should have kicked that field goal. He got a chance.
A huge play at this point in the game.
They're turned away on 4th and goal.
Nah, damn, it's only 4 coverages.
Comes up with a goal line stand.
Switch it up. You probably ran it like the whole drive. Know how you get.
And that last drive, a long drive, but not just
that shit only need to be said for offense.
Do they stick with that?
Don't worry, I'm calling niggas out. The nigga ran that goddamn tight end over shit 30 times last night. He lost his feet.
Would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
He slided my DMs about something. He give me a 4th off, I'm out of that league. Fuck y'all later.
No adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
No, he said he going to.
He's talking about if I do that shit again, he's gonna give me a 4th off. So if that happen again, I'm gonna switch it up though.
I want to say just call it. Let's do less times, bitch.
I'm about to say, I'm about to ask him right now how many times the calls. Because on defense, like, bro, if we run cover 3, we run cover 3. Fucking 49ers, there's a lot of teams that run a lot of zone, and that's what they run. Just how, you think Lil wasn't calling Sugar 5 times in a row in high school? Fuck out of here. Nigga don't play football. That's a base defense, you run that shit, period.
Also, you think Lil wasn't calling Sugar? He wasn't calling it 5 times in a row, though.
Yes, I did.
No, he did
not. 5. I mean,
yeah,
but you, the whole. If they go on the 3 and now, he's calling the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He has, yes.
He ain't calling it 5 plays in a row.
3. They give you 3. First 3 down with the drive.
Nah, he'll switch it up. He'll go 22. There's a 22 Cowboy on there. Cover 3, cover 4. Sugar was fucking cover 2, dickhead.
Sugar was cover 3. Oh, God. What are you talking about?
Sugar
he didn't play corner, though. Maybe what you was doing was different, though. Corner, we had deep 3rd.
It depends on the scoreboard.
They may have to keep throwing.
You was on some safety shit. Oh, yeah, or they switched it.
I could have sworn. Which one was Cowboy? I thought Cowboy was cover 3.
Cowboy was like a match. I don't forgot what Cowboy.
So we had 22 match. That zone man shit.
Match. That's what I remember. That was like zone man, yeah. And then Sugar was cover 3. I wish I understood that shit how I did now. I would have been a problem. I didn't really. I wasn't seeing that shit in high school.
Yeah, we could have did better in high school.
But now I think about it, like them little meetings used to have when they write that shit in the board. Like, I was not paying attention to that shit.
Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to
I
this
should have took the
season.
damn weight room series.
What?
If we would have took the weight room series from freshman year, you would have been a problem by senior year.
Yeah. That's all you had to do. For real. Get right in that weight room.
Oh,
Tracking all. That's when I get. When
I
I
should
ran
have
tracking
ran.
all season. That's when I got faster for real.
I should have ran track.
08, 07 on the curl.
After the touchdown to kick
I
it
should have
away.
ran track for real.
A fairly
Whole years up.
One time.
I should have down. I should have ran track in middle school all the way up. Football in the fall, tracking goddamn.
You don't even, I ain't like running in the meets, but that practice, bro, that shit's crazy. Oh my god.
I went out there one practice and they almost killed me. I said the hell with them.
Yeah, niggas dead ass going 22 110s, no cap. Like, what? Then the 300 days. Hang it up. 10 300s, man. I'll be out there about to throw up.
Oh, that damn run.
Fuck about when I finish, I'm like, hey, run, goddamn. That 300, hey, once you get the 200 out of the way, you be like, fuck. Ain't no way. It's too low.
This nigga, Mike Evans just got player of the week. I know he did. That nigga they got TJ Williams on fucking. He had TJ Williams on Mike Evans all game. I've been throwing jump balls.
Yeah, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang.
I like the Godwin better than him. Put the number 2 corner on Mike. It's over.
Yeah. I put Godwin in the slot.
I got Russell Gage in the slot. Him and Scotty. They're coming in and out.
That's a dangerous proposition. Work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
But my D-line crazy. I got Vita, Akeem Hicks, and Dominican Sue. With that young nigga Tyron and Shaq Barrett off the edge.
One last throw here for Stanford.
Yeah,
Looking for
we
the
gonna be
end
tough.
zone. And this is going to be caught.
We needed Akeem Hicks. Now we don't need to see that.
Not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown error on the game's final play. It doesn't affect the outcome,
We
but
got the team
a
to be
nice
wrong
job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Things, sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world.
Yours went third round, didn't
A
he?
lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah.